Okay. This is not the intro yet. My intro is actually what's coming up after this little video right here, this little part of the video. But yes, I'm in different clothes. This is actually the day after I actually recorded it, almost 2 days, because it's like what, 11 almost? Yeah, it's like 11 almost. It's almost 11. But I wanted to go ahead and point out the fact that I had the intro, but I forgot to clarify that the whole video itself was supposed to be was supposed to be the one continuing the first video that I recorded to edit it and everything, but it ended up not happening. So I made a whole second video about it instead, and that's what I was using. So I think at the beginning I actually say like, okay, so I remember what YouTuber this is, and it's MLP Fever. So that was supposed to be a continued video of the last video that I made, the full like 20-minute video that I made recorded, and was going to edit, but I just decided to scrap the whole video, and then I just made the rest of the video from there. So yeah, you're gonna hear that. I finally found it. The YouTubers. Without further ado, I'm just gonna roll into the intro. The intro is not that long, so I hope you guys enjoy the video. Please stay here if you can. If you're, My Little Pony fans of, Friendship is Magic, or, G5. A lot of people are not giving it a chance at all, and I've seen YouTubers just go on YouTube and just say nothing but bad things. Just everything else but good things. And I'm here to kind of just explain that that's not the case in this situation here. That's just people that are, from what I can tell, are just upset because of G4 ending, and now they're hating on G5 because G5 doesn't really have a story yet and all that. And I will explain this in the video as best as I can. But yeah, I'm going to run to the intro. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. This wasn't even the intro, and I apologize how long this is already. So, yeah, no. Thank you for listening to this, and have fun watching my video. Hello, everyone. It's been a while, and I was gonna do this 2 months ago. I was gonna make this video 2 months ago, and I just decided I didn't want to do it then. Anyway, yeah, I'm about to get on about how G5 is just hated on too much for reasons I can't really understand entirely. I can understand at some points if you think about it differently. I've been scrolling through videos on the internet, and I've been seeing a lot of hate on G5, and I just don't think it's really needed. I think there's a problem with it. Just my opinion. But I want to give you guys an opportunity to look at it in a better way instead of just forcefully hating it just because you want to hate it. There's no reason how you're gonna like it if you're just gonna hate it. Yeah, I'm talking about a couple YouTubers. This is the ones at the top of my head. I mean, I've seen a lot of other videos about what people think about G5 because I'm curious. I'm genuinely curious as to what these people are talking about. But their opinions are all the same. It's almost like a person is kind of giving them all the same idea. Think of it differently, and you'll come up with different things. That's kind of what I'm doing. But yeah, I'm giving you guys a neutral position to watch the show and choose whether or not, while you're watching the show, if you like it or dislike it. If you dislike it and you don't want to watch it anymore, just don't watch it. If you like it, continue watching it. If you like it enough to continue watching. It can get better. But yeah, anyway, yeah, let's get on with the video. Okay, so I just found out the name, and the name on her channel is actually MLP Fever. I gotta say, I like her videos. I do. I think they're fun to watch. Pretty the drawings, the little character she has. You know how some YouTubers, they have their own little, well, I wouldn't say mascot, but just a character they play as, and they're a pony, and the pony is moving around talking like it's them. So I mean, I don't know how else to explain. I sound pretty stupid right now, but yeah, that's one of the things I like about her stuff. She likes to I like the way she explains stuff too. I mean, she explains stuff pretty good. The only problem which is a big problem that I have with her opinion on G5, and I'm not blaming this on her. I don't think she's the one spreading the bad, horrible the word of how G5 sucks and it's terrible, and now everyone's going out making videos about how bad it is. I think a lot of people have the same opinion whether they watch her video or not. But I think the problem is that, like I said before, that it's just, it's not G4. That's the problem. And technically, if you think about it, it is G4, but it's not G4. It's G5. It's the next generation. Generation 4, Generation 5. It's the same universe. This is a continuation of story. So that's why I've come to the conclusion that G5 did not ruin G4. And I can tell you there's infinite possibilities of what could have actually happened in G5. Like I said, we need more fucking story, okay? That's what we need. I'm not gonna, just hate on G5 or G4. I'm not hating on the YouTubers either, okay? Because I can understand being upset, because I was in the position they were in too. But if you look on the bright side of what you could look at, you would actually enjoy it. But yeah, no, she makes the videos on G5, and she makes, these are the same words I hear from her when she says, and she makes videos, nothing good is said about G5 in them, except for possibilities and things that she would like to see in G5. And I have clarified this to myself. I was like, you know what? I would like to see old characters in G4 come back to G5. Like, I would like to see Celestia and Luna come back in G5. I don't know if they are or not, but that would be really interesting and fun. But yeah, no, maybe some of the old characters will come back. Maybe they never died. So we just need more story. We need more story to come from G5. That's why I say G5 didn't destroy G4. They didn't destroy what G4 had created. In fact, G4, if it had continued, it probably would have ended anyway in a bad note. Like, what they had created and everything became beautiful. And I'm sure some monster or villain comes in and ruins everything. If G4 had continued, they're just setting up the story a different way. So I wouldn't go say G5 ruined everything, because again, we don't know what happened. So we can't sit there and tell everyone that G5 sucks and it ruined everything, because the funny thing is the fact that we don't have enough information to say that is what happened. Okay? And I'm gonna say, I finished watching the video on MLP Fever videos. I've watched several videos, and they're kind of in the same conclusion that G5 is bad. Okay, G5 is bad, and her reasons that she likes to give every time is the fact that G4 had a purpose. It knew it was gonna be, and it's true. I mean, it knew what it's gonna be. We didn't know what it was gonna turn into until season 9. Okay, we did not know what the show was gonna end up at. We can't tell that with G5 either, because everyone's hating on it anyway. But G5 literally just started. It just started. Okay, it hasn't got a story or a goal yet. It's setting up the story and the goal. That is what's going on in G5. It's just so funny, because her reasons G5 is bad is because, of course, G4 had a goal. Later in the story, obviously, once you feel like it's like, oh, they have a goal of making everything good again. Yeah, guess what? That only happens until like after season 2 or 3. I'm thinking a little too much right now, but what I'm trying to say is that she likes to say that the character growth is, it was really good in the story. It had a goal, it had a story, the character growth, and the characters actually grew. They made sense. Let me tell you this: G4, in the beginning when it started, did the characters make sense? No. We had an introduction to the characters, and I'll tell you this: G5, same thing. On the movie, they meet the new characters individually, just like G4 in the beginning season. Like the first season, the first episode, and the second episode, we meet all the characters. The main characters. And guess what? the characters developed? No. No, the characters are not developed. Is there a story in G4 when it started? No, there is no common goal or story. There's just friendship is magic. That's literally what the first episode and the second one is. And guess what the episodes are called? Friendship is magic. Okay, and the other funny thing is G4. She said G4. Character growth, story. G5 doesn't have character growth or story. Exactly. It doesn't have a common goal or story yet. It doesn't have that much character growth. We literally have seen these characters on screen for like, what? One movie. I don't remember how long. I'm just going to say an hour and 30 minutes. Maybe an hour 45. I don't know. I think the beginning episode of the first episode of the first season of G5. I think it was 40 minutes. I could be wrong. I mean, I have to look at it again. It may have been just 20, but I don't know. It's been 3 months. So, but if we add it up, it's been about 2 hours 20 minutes. We've seen them on screen for 2 hours and 20 minutes. That's a rough estimate of how long we've seen these characters on screen for. How much development have we got? Some. We've gotten some development in these characters. And if you really paid attention to the good stuff of the show, you can see how much the characters have progressed so far. Not much. I mean, they still have their... They think everything will go the way they plan. Character growth takes time. It's not a thing that just happens when you want it to. It's a show. Like, G4 did the same thing, and people are hating on G5 because they say it doesn't have a story, goal, or character growth. Like, it literally hasn't even started yet. The other funny thing is I'm watching Sawtooth Waves right now, and I haven't seen him once. And he doesn't post very often. I still like his videos. I watch him. I check him out every now and again. But I'm watching his video right now. Right now. He's analyzing G5 Kingdom Hearts. I have heard nothing but just cool theories and stuff. He's just talking about G5. He hasn't said anything bad about it. I'm looking and see his content's pretty good. But like I'm going around, I'm watching videos, and this is one of the only things I've seen that's genuinely not talking shit about G5. He's looking at it as if he was looking and talking about G4. Stuff that he likes to do with G4, theories and stuff. He's doing the same thing with G5. So he's looking at it as if it's G4 and having a good time with it. Having fun with it. That is what you're meant to do. Okay? Instead of just looking at it. That's the only issue here, is that G4 is not G5. And people get pissed off, and it just ruined everything. It's so bad. Because the story, the characters, oh my god, everything was destroyed. No, it wasn't. And I can tell you now, it really wasn't. You know why? Guess what? I can't really tell you what happened because we don't know. So nothing was destroyed. Hasbro didn't just start and ruin the whole show of G4. We don't know what happened. Once we know what happened, I'm sure we wouldn't think that anymore. Some other people might, for whatever reason. But once we have a genuine reason what happened in G5, or G4 to cause G5, it'd be pretty interesting, to be honest. I mean, if it's a dumb, really stupid reason what happened in G4 to cause G5, okay, I can get hate on that. Just give the show a chance. Just watch it and stop hating on it. It's like these people are talking about G5 like G5 has already been going on for like a year, 2 or 3 years, and just show like nothing but episodes. My Little Pony Friendship was Magic is one of the only shows I really watched, and then I got into G5 because I want to know what happens next. Okay, I want to know what happened. What happened? Okay, we don't know, and we can't go and hate on G5 and expect everything to be the way we want it to be. We don't just tell Hasbro, hey, it sucks. Because guess what? Animation was worse in G4 in the first season. Especially the first episodes. And G4 didn't have a story. So don't hate on G5 and say that it's so bad. And Because you cannot compare G4 to G5 because G4 is already finished. G5 has just started. You cannot compare the two. G5 is not one whole thing yet. They're still putting story in for us. They're still at least giving us a story of what happened at G4. So just give G5 some time. Let it come out with a season or two. We'll get some character growth. And we'll get a story. Especially after the end of the first episode. If you haven't seen the first episode of the first season, just go ahead and watch it. And this is a spoiler, so click off the video if you haven't seen it yet, because this is a spoiler. Come back and watch it if you want. Watch my video if you want to. You don't have to, obviously, but if you enjoy my video, thank you, I guess. But yeah, at the end of the first episode, first season of G5, there's this evil character, dark. I mean, she's tall, kind of looks like one of those queens or whatever, the princesses. You know, they're tall and alicorn. I had to look back at it. It's just an evil. We can tell the pony is evil, and we don't know what happens next. And then guess, I watched the video of the MLP Fever, what she made, and started hating on the character model. Like, come on. Like, seriously, we're getting introduction to characters. Stop focusing on how bad the models and characters are, and just focus on the story. And when they focus on the story, they're still focusing on how bad it looks. No one gives a shit. Well, I don't, okay? There's other people out there in her comment section. People are telling her that we just need to, we look at what we got, and we see how good it is. And she says she doesn't like it when people put those in her comments. She's like, there's no reason. It's not an excuse for how bad it is. It's not genuinely bad. It can be bad because it's just freaking started. Come on, give it time. I've said that a lot, but come on. In order to have a good show, it needs development. It basically needs to be bad in the beginning in order for it to get better and better and better and better as the show goes on. That is how a show genuinely works. Or you have these other shows that, you know, just go from the beginning and they get old. Like, they're not fun to watch anymore because they're the same thing over and over and over again. And it's just becomes old to watch, just like SpongeBob. That's why I don't watch SpongeBob anymore, because it's basically the same stuff over and over and over again, just different episode. If you don't know what I mean by that, but you know, it's fine. Just basically, all I'm saying is just give G5 a chance. That's all it needs. It just needs a little bit of a chance. It needs people, and there's people out there giving a chance. I appreciate that. I respect that, and I'm just trying to throw this out there. Instead of just watching these videos saying, of these people saying it's bad, it's just horrible, it's so bad. Don't have your own opinion. Make something out of it. I've done that. Like, I've done that just now, but I'm giving it a chance. I'm giving the show a chance to be good. Everyone else is trying to ruin it for them. Like, MLP Fever, for whatever reason, she likes to read scripts or whatever. She spoils herself and everything. She's ruining the show for herself. So, don't do that. I haven't done that because I don't want to spoil myself on episodes and stuff. It's almost like, you know, these kinds of people that are doing this, they're ruining it for themselves. They're not having fun with the show. They're just trying to hate it on purpose. They're not hating it for a good reason. They're just hating on it because G4 ended it and they're sad. I'm sad too. I wish it can go on. But we already have the fact out there. If it continued just to keep on going, then it would probably get old. Okay, the characters would still be loved, especially the character growth at the beginning of the show, but, I mean, it just get old. Another thing, that I'm throwing this video out there, I'm not necessarily trying to force you to believe that the show is good, or I'm basically telling you to give it a chance. I'm throwing the choice of, I'm more of a neutral position, where I'm waiting for it to see if it's good or bad. I've got to give it time in order to actually believe it. If I enjoy it enough to continue watching it, then it's probably good enough for me to continue watching, at least. MLP Fever has made the assumption that people are watching it just because they're, you know, hardcore MLP fans, and they're just watching it because they just love G4. I mean, that's kind of how everyone is watching it and liking it. That's literally what is going on. G5 is a continuation of G4 in the series. It's in the same universe, and we just gotta figure out what happened. That's kind of what we need. So, we're not just continuing it and then hating it, but still watching it. It's not That's not what's going on, okay? There's people out there that are enjoying it and not caring about how bad the character models are and all the glitches and stuff. Like, you can sit there and look at G4 and complain about all the mistakes all day long, but, no one does that. Except for the people who are having fun making everything wrong with videos on that. But, pick on G5. Just pick on G5. It's so silly. It really is. But anyway, yep. I thank you for watching. I appreciate it. If you liked this video, please give me a like and a comment to see what your thoughts are. I'm curious to see what you have to think about this, because I have been thinking about this a lot since G5 has been out, and I just finished G4. It's a really good show. It really is. Yeah, please just let me know in the comments below. Whoever watches this video, I'll really enjoy what you have to say about it. If you dislike it, I'm curious to see why. And I can agree with you, honestly. If you just think that it kind of ruined it for you, I'm sorry, but it just ruined it for you. I don't know what else to say, but yeah, just at least people out there, if you're willing enough to give it a chance, please do that, because that would be helpful for you and other people. So I'm just getting this out here, and hopefully people who watch this video at least try and give it a chance if you like My Little Pony, Friendship's Magic, and G4 and G5. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.